Hello and welcome back to SLE Equipment. Today we're going to do an instructional show how-to video on this 8.5 by 12 foot custom concession trailer. A lot different design than we've done in the past, and what you'll see as the video unfolds here. The first thing we're going to start with, safety. Safety is always the first thing that should be on everybody's mind. So first things first is when you're hooking up your power for your, to run the hood vent and your inverter charger, in this case for this trailer, you're going to want to make sure that when you plug in the cord here, it's just a simple twist lock. This will go in, it has a spot, you twist it, and then this collar locks down. Once you have it, before you plug it in, you want to make sure that your generator or your shore power connection, that they're off, that the breaker is turned off to those. As you can see, for purposes today, this video, we're using a shore power connection. Now, the reason this is important is because that's 240 volts of electricity. It's very dangerous and can be deadly if not taken. If we're not taking the proper precautions here. So again, you just want to hook in. Before you hook this up, you just want to make sure that your power is off before you do so. Once you got everything hooked up, you can turn on your generator or flip the breaker on at your shore power connection. As you can see, we got two 100-pound tanks here. For the purposes of this video today, we're running off of our tank. You will need to fill the tanks. We'll do the propane last. We'll show you that here in just a few minutes. Just do a quick walk around here. I've got a 2 5/16 ball. Of course, you got your tongue jack, safety chains, breakaway cable. Over here, this trailer's got a single axle. It's a 7,000-pound axle, so it's an 8 lug. It does have the easy lube on it here. So you're going to want to pop that little cap off once a year, every 10,000 miles. You're just going to fit. There's a little grease fitting behind that cap, and just grease that thing up once a year, every 10,000 miles. Also very important, you're going to want to make sure your lugs are tight before you take off on a trip. We recommend 120 foot-pounds of torque on those. You just want to make sure you only got one axle, so you want to make sure those are good and tight. No accidents going down the road. You can see we got the black polycore exterior. It's a sunny day today, so it's kind of bright out here. But as you can see, it's a lot thicker material than what you're going to see on a lot of trailers. This stuff's really nice. Coming around the back here, we've got us a 36-inch ramp door. Yeah, and as I said before, this is a unique unit. It's split in half. So we got a partition wall, splits the trailer in half. So this side over here is going to be used for storage. Customer's going to install that when they get it. As you can see, we got the LED pod lights in here. Got a couple plugs, a couple 110 outlets here. Got my little plug checker. Plug them in there so you can see them work. That. And this is your V-nose. This is where the partition wall goes over there. So we got a little cubby here, and that's where they tucked away the electric panel. We got a 50 amp electric panel. Got 20 amp breakers, all on independent circuits. So all the plugs are on an independent circuit there. Make sure they're all this way to be on. And down here we got our 12 volt system. So we got a 12 volt battery. That's what's running those LED lights. These are your fuses for the LED lights as well. And this is a charger. So anytime that you are hooked into shore power, or you have your generator on, it's going to kick on this charger, and you'll see a little green light up underneath there. That lets you know that that guy's working and doing what it's supposed to do. Since that green light's on, we know that plug's working. This is the other side of your motor base plug there. This is your 25 foot 50 amp power cord. out, as you can see. Nice ramp for easy loading. A couple LEDs up top here for loading lights. Of course, LED running lights, blinkers, brake lights. Coming around the side here, as you can see, this is the business side. Got a big wall flip up here. That's a couple of LED pod lights in the flip. One inside here. Miscellaneous plug, that's going to be your hood switch right there, so that's where you'll flip the hood on. As you can see, I've already got that running. Now over here, you got your switch here for your lights. Control valve for your fire suppression. So should things go awry, pull this pin, turn that, and that will activate your fire suppression. As you can see, it is tagged, ready to go. Now, you also have an ABC and a Class K handheld. If at all possible, if you can use those and not this, that's ideal, as this right here is going to empty that entire tank, which is going to cause you to have some shutdown time, cleanup time, and it's going to be expensive to recharge. So if all possible, you want to keep this guy handy and use it whenever you can. These are the lids for your fryers there. Got three, I think these are 75-pound fryers here. Patriot brand, customer supplied these. Super nice. Alright, so we got your hood here, equipped with your fire suppression. Now these filters are going to be, they just lay up in there. You're going to want to make sure that you don't have any gaps in between the filters. Everything's put together as best it can be, as tight as it can be. But about once a week or so, you're going to want to take those down. Just wash those just simply with warm water and Dawn liquid. Okay, so now here we're going to get to the important part of the video. This is the propane part. This is definitely the dangerous part of it, or at least it can be if it's you know, if the proper precautions aren't taken and right steps not followed here. So as I said before, for today's purposes, we're using our propane tank. So you're hooked in here. So what you're going to do, obviously this right here, when you're running it, will be hooked in here to this. Once you're hooked in, you're going to turn your tank on first. Now when you turn that tank on, what that's going to do is it's going to charge the line to the regulator here. Now, right here, whenever you're not running, this is going to be across the line when it's off. So as you can see, this is up, so we are indeed running here. Now whenever you charge, once you've charged that line and you turn this valve on, you're going to hear a little burst, just a little psh. And that should be all you hear. If you hear continuous gas, you're going to want to shut that off immediately, because one of two things has happened. Number one, it could be as simple as your control knobs on your fryers are not in the off position as they should be. As you can see, all these need to be in the off position whenever you're firing up your propane. If you've checked that before, you want to check that before you even start. But if you've checked that and all of them in the off position and you're still hearing that constant hiss, that means you've got a leak somewhere. So at that point, you're going to want to shut everything down, call your local gas company, have them come out, check everything, and fix whatever leak you have. Now, it's also important to know that this is a little bit different setup because you're not actually inside the trailer, you're outside. But if you ever smell excessive propane, definitely shut everything down at that point, and just for safety's sake, call your gas company out, have them check everything just to make sure everything's good before you continue working. Just don't want to mess around with this stuff. It can be very dangerous. So the next thing I'm going to do is just show you how to light the fryers. Very simple. So what you're going to do, you're going to leave this right here in the off position. And then you've got a little a little knob down here. As you can see, we're in the on position. Now to light it, what you're going to do is you're going to turn this knob to where the L is in pilot to this little button right here, this little knob, this little gray knob. And then you're going to push in. Once you've got it pushed in, you may have to hold that thing there for 30 seconds or so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your lighter and you're going to light right there. See, this is already lit. I've already got them lit. Now, the first light up, it can take a little while. After that, it should be really simple. It should just light right up. So once your pilot is lit, you just come down here to your knob. As you can see, everything is, we're frying. It's as simple as that. It's really easy. Just to show you all of them working, it's going to be obviously it's the same exact fryer, so it's the same exact process. So make sure that's off. Turn that pilot button to where the L is. This little knob, push in, hold it in, light right here. Light right there. Once that's lit, come down here, turn them on, and you're frying. Okay, so now that you are, you know how to fry, turn on your fryers, get cooking. Now we're going to show you how to shut everything down properly. So at that point, once you're done for the day, you'll just come in here, turn this knob to the off position. Just like that. That's going to turn your, it's going to make that burn out. You can actually hear it too when it cuts out. Now, once you got those turned off, then obviously you're going to want to come over here, turn your valve off here, turn your tank off, and that is it. You're all done. And then you'll just reverse that process the next day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy your trailer. Have a great day. Thank you.